What's up everybody, my name is Luke from Archer & Woods, pre-owned menswear and vintage watch store. Today we're going to continue our little walk down memory lane with 90s fashion, more specifically 97 fall Gucci Tom Ford era. I was only 10 at the time this happened, so not something I saw the first time round. I do remember the sort of imagery stuck around for a long time, so I think this is the year that Mario Testino did the shoots for him, or started doing shoots for them, and yeah, I think that style stuck around for a very long time, well into the early 2000s. So obviously I haven't seen this before. I'm expecting a bit of tailoring, very sexy, very, I don't know, what am I thinking without seeing this? So from what I know, when I was aware of it, say 2002, I think big collars, I think muted colour, like dark blacks. I don't think there's going to be that much like craziness to it, but let's have a look. Shout out to fashion channel who are just great with old archival runways and stuff. Okay, we start off with a bizarre silhouette for today's standards, considering this is like a 6 foot plus guy. Flary trousers, I definitely remember them. We've actually got a pair of Gucci Tom Ford era flared jeans in store that are pretty cool. And yeah, very thin jumper, that was a big thing. You could see, that went on for a while. I had a few of those, so you can see your nipples through. Big chunky belts with the G on it, classic. Still hold up in financially, they still hold up their value today. Flares, seeing a ton of that stuff. And yeah, like I thought, like dark colours, greys. The boots, the belts don't seem to fit these guys though. They're just hanging low. They're not in the loops. So we've got a flared, double-breasted suit. You can see the larger collars sort of come through, which Tom Ford obviously put in and took on, well, till today really. Matrix coat. What was that, sort of like a, is that velvet or is it hair? Like it. I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but I like these coats. I'm a big fan. I'm not sure about like just office attire underneath, but I like the jacket. Yeah, I like them. This is like a suede, loose suede one. Thing is, and I think I remember watching an interview of Tom Ford when he was sort of saying, obviously he loves stuff in black, but it's so hard to photograph and it's really hard to get, like, this looks probably a lot greater in person, but it's on a screen black, it's so hard. I find it hard to do when I have stuff for the store, because it's just making it look good is so tough on the screen. Kind of like this double-breasted suit. It's really elongated. Yeah, I like that a lot. Hidden buttons. It's pretty cool. Very straight sleeve, so not thinned out at all. Not sure about this though. It's an insane shape. Kind of 80s. These models like stutter when they come back. It's like they forgot to do something. This suit's a bit more what I know. So I've got a couple of Gucci vintage suits from a little bit later than this, but there's a similar silhouette to that. You can see the kind of boxy sleeve, something Tom Ford does still today. I like this, like grey on grey, different sort of tone, and that's like a two-tony shirt, I think. Like, there used to be a lot of that going on. I had a wild one from Kenzo. that. It's interesting, like, so you've got the really large lapels and then the sleeves oversized, long, not cut down at all. I think you see that really as well. If you see a picture of Tom Ford wearing a suit, he does have that suit quite low down on your hands. I much prefer a higher cut. Whoa, okay, here we go. Ties going one way. This is insane. It's like paisley, swirly, two-tone shirt. That's insane. And a matching tie. That has not held up today. It's insane. Wow. I prefer that shirt. I mean, the tie with it is just insane. And this is a bit better, and a different sort of tie, different colour, different like texture of suede, different texture of blue. That's my favourite. Okay, that's my favourite one now. Wouldn't wear it, but what were we thinking at the time? What were people saying? Like, this is the future. I mean, you could definitely see the 70s idea here. With everything, sort of the cuts, the flares, the bizarre shirts. Oh my god, that's the worst. The more I see it, the more I kind of like it. You know, I'm straight after this. I'm going to look for one of these online. I need one of these in my life just to have and see how much they're worth. He's so happy. Look at him. Right, I'm seeing sort of cowboy button shirts, like double patch pockets. Okay, this holds up to today. We're seeing a lot of this sort of cowboy shirts. It's that Gucci. It looks like a velvet Gucci tie, Gucci print. It's good, yeah. I mean, that holds up. Jacket, the coat's alright, quite like that. You'd probably see that now, and it definitely pass. This is a good look. I like this. Like that, it's all just monochrome, monotone. But also different textures, a bit of pattern in there. I like it. This is the worst. He's feeling himself. He's like, I am gonna do things to the audience. Okay, similar sort of western shirt, but boring colours. Big collars, seeing. I like the tie. I do like the Gucci velvet tie. I think that's pretty cool. A short-necked suit, kind of like that, a bit different. So these long cuffs, I remember this quite a lot actually. So this is pre sort of like David Beckham hitting his peak with fashion and stuff like that. And like footballers wearing huge collars, huge cuffs. But this was the preamble of it. This is the cuffs. I remember they used to be like that thick, and you'd have like 4 buttons on them. And this, yeah, so this is like pre the big collar, but big sleeves, sleeve cuff. This is nice. I like the colours here. Maybe a bit too green, but if that's brown, I don't know if it's much green, but I kind of like that. Bit of shearling, very in right now. Same here, very cool. This is what I want to see from a vintage Gucci show, like some just elaborate, over the top designs, but with nothing too insane colour wise, like just black or browns and earth tones. Not feeling that jacket, it's pretty boring. Like this grey, it's a very Prada grey, and with like a sort of silky shirt underneath. I like this a lot. I'd wear that whole thing. I like the neck of the jumper, it's not quite just completely rounded, it was that sort of, whatever that one that goes a little bit further out, like a sailor's opening. Not sure about that coat. You'd drown in that today. Like this is nice. It's a very clean look. Really lovely top, and just simple, sharp, sort of Mac. Good model, this guy, to be fair to him. That jawline is insane. See anything in this. Is that just the top? So it's like a padded out suit top. Oh no, there is an opening. Okay, so it's like a hidden button, double-breasted jacket. That is very 90s movie villain, and I'm absolutely here for that. The guy from Bond villain from Die Another Day or Never Tomorrow Beat, the newspaper one. Whoa, it's like a cow's udder of a jacket. Oh, yeah, and obviously these are for the times, but I couldn't think of anything worse than that jacket right now, for me. It would just look awful. This is a bit nicer, a bit more fitted. And this as well, nice. I do like a bit of velvet. I don't know if I have the bottle to wear a whole coat like that. I've got an Oliver Spencer bomber, which is kind of velvet, but that's about as far as I can reach to. To wear like something like knee length, it's dedication. Come on, we need some more colour. We need some more of these insane shirts to come out or something different like that. Not these. This is totally wearable. Like nice, simple knitted jumper, clean belt, high-ish waisted trousers, not too skinny. Bit of a French tuck in the front. And it wouldn't be a Gucci show without a roll neck that you can see some nips. This is what we're here for. Here we go. Now this is, I remember seeing this sort of stuff and thinking, when I go out, when I'm old enough to go out, so Jumping Jacks in Ilford, Charlie Chan's in Chingford, Walthamstow, wherever it was, this is what people were wearing. And it'd be like a lounge bar, people would be smoking cigarettes in the corner, ordering gimlets. It wasn't like that. It was snake bites, and it was tracksuit bottoms, Burberry hats. It wasn't like this. It was never like this. I did manage to go out when I was hitting 17 in Chelsea a few times, and it was way more like that. So maybe I was just hanging around in the wrong places. Those trousers are ridiculous. Here we go. It's a bit more of a silhouette. I like it. Very slow walker. So strong shoulders for a slim guy. It looks like a velvet suit. Really cool lapels, like big peak, oversized. Yes, this is Tom Ford for me. Oh, and it's a Gucci print. I mean, in real life it takes away from me, but in this show, in this context, it adds. But this is an insane look. Brown and fuchsia pink, or candy pink, or whatever the hell that is. This used to be, like, I'm not knocking the times, like, this used to look good. But it does, the colour, surely there was colour, like, theory. Look at that. Big chunky tie, I always make me think of Brad Pitt. Big chunky tie, big chunky collar. I think Meet Joe Black and Seven. Stumpy little tie. We used to make our ties like that at school. You're just going to get peanutted. But I'm happy we're seeing some colour. I'm pretty happy, and I quite like the trousers. I know they've got a Gucci print on it, but I don't care. Undertaker jacket. Just makes him, I know he's a model, but it's just such a, like, those jackets just make you have a tiny little head. What's this? No, I think I prefer this one. Is that, I don't know, it's the same. Kind of bored of these coats. So we're seeing so many of these high double-breasted numbers now. We're seeing so much of this now. Like, it's gone away from single or just standard double-breasted to these sort of high, sort of almost Victorian-y kind of funeral suits. It's not really for me, but I appreciate it. Something different. This is cool. This is a bit more me. Just a lot of buttons done up. Love the strong structured shoulder, especially for someone who's slim and tall. It just looks so good. The production on these are so low, just a simple spotlight. Are we done? We're done. We made it through 90 minutes. Jesus. Oh, there's the man himself. Okay. He's such a legend. He's just such a legend. Look at him. Anyway, that was 90s, 97, 97, 98, fall winter. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's what it is. What did you think? It was interesting. A lot of blacks, a lot of darks, but then bam, like suede, no, not suede, silky, velvet pattern stuff. Probably the worst thing I think that hasn't held up the most, and there's a few things there, is that bright pink shirt and brown suit. It just makes no sense, and I don't think it ever made sense. It can't have, but I love it just because of what it is. Yeah, that was cool. If anyone's got any suggestions for different shows, vintage or even contemporary shows to sort of check out, have a look, drop a comment below, hit me up at archonwoods.co.uk. Check out the store, Pre-Owned Menswear, vintage watches, and yeah, look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.